Good morning. This is Samuel Jacob, Krishna, voice of the breeze, attempting to do the live stream this morning, and I'm noticing that it's much darker than usual, which tells us that nature is working, and it's time for fall, and then days are becoming a little shorter and the night longer, as it should be. Why am I saying as it should be? Because, one of the big worries and concerns nowadays is, you know, nature and life. And are we, are we altering the earth? And there's so many floods and hurricanes and all kinds of fires and natural disasters. And it's on many people's mind, what is the impact that we have on it and what does it mean? And so it's nice to see when nature is doing its thing, when life just continues to be life. Hmm. So I was supposed to do this yesterday, but I didn't. I wasn't able. There were some technical challenges, and I wasn't able to do it. And of course, I had an upset reaction. Uh, some people are counting on these live streams, and I don't like to disappoint. Uh, but in the moment, when I found out that I cannot do this live stream yesterday, um, I I practiced breathing love into it and healing the situation that was disturbing and filled with struggle, inner struggle. And as I was breathing love into my predicament, basically I've learned to breathe love directly into my ego cracks and the wound in my soul, the place in me that I believe everyone has to a certain extent, unworthiness to be who you are, to be alive, and feeling unlovable, defective. And that to me is the wound in the soul. And the way I work with it is usually directing my breath with an intention for my breath to be loving, kind, and compassionate into the very place, usually in my body, uh, where I feel that ego crack or soul, wound in the soul. And it's usually around here, around the heart cavity, around the diaphragm, around the chest. There's a tightness of anxiety, of shame, pulling back, contraction. And it's usually around here. So I breathe really with the intention. I open my heart and breathe with ease. And I breathe with the intention to heal, to become whole, to be one with my breath, one with life. And so yesterday, as I was doing this to cope with the situation that presented itself, and with all the attack defense thoughts I had about it, of course, trying to blame someone and blaming myself. I wrote something that I want to read to you, and that something was uh, something about my relationship with life, and I put it on Facebook. So I'm going to attempt to read it. Bear with me a second while I'm pulling it up. Um, hmm, and breathe. Yeah, breathe, breathe. Oh, yeah, here it is. I have been dating you, fooling around with you, making love to you, and celebrating you. At times, I abandoned you, made you a secondary partner, treated you like a one night stand, exploited you. Often, when I feel like I don't deserve you, I replace you with people, places, and things, and go for the immediate gratification. Today, right now, in my heart, and in this breath, my body and soul, I propose, commit, start anew, one day at a time, moment by moment, breath by breath. I human up to the journey of my life. Yeah, so the journey of my life, the journey of your life, it is our biggest ally. We, our biggest, our biggest relationship, our most important relationship in this life is with life itself. Um, I'm not saying with ourself, although I mean that, because self sometimes is a little loaded with all kinds of things. I like more to say the journey of life because it's special. It's something that everyone gets a sense when you say the journey of your life. Where do you go with it? And so yesterday, while I was dealing with all these mishaps and unexpected challenges, there is a dynamic that I find laced in the human experience, and that is the story of Job. You know, when you get to a place in your life where you curse life, where you hate your life, I don't know if you've been there, but I've been there several times. And as far as I'm concerned, it's the worst place one can get to. It's not so much what's happening in your life, but the very idea that you hate your life. And you hate your life. I hated my life when I couldn't bear it, when the pain was so great, the suffering was so big that I just couldn't bear my life. And I cursed my life. I wanted to die. Uh, I wanted out of this misery. So any time now that I can remember, no matter what's happening in my life, that I can remember that at one point I wanted so badly out of here, out of this misery that I called life. Anytime that I can remember that, and I do, I immediately, I immediately wake up to appreciate it and being grateful for my life. The very, very ability to breathe with ease, to enjoy being alive against all the odds. And the odds are great because as much as we love being alive naturally, there are also some forces, some deep trauma that challenge that ability, that tell us that we don't deserve to be alive, that we are unlovable, that we are defective. That's why I am so, so sensitive to anybody who is in a position of being a role model, like a president, and who puts out messages of hatred. All hatred is self hatred, as all love is self love. So we have to be so careful, especially those of us who are in a position of being a role model for someone and who isn't. Look at what's coming out of your mouth. What energy are you exuding? When you walk on the street and you walk by someone, and can you look them in the eye? Can you smile? Can you just greet them and respect them as a fellow soul human being? And if you can't, and sometimes we can't, are you willing to human up, stretch your humanity, and to find that place, that safe and sacred place in your breath, in your heart, where you can heal, become whole again? This is what I am engaged in practicing for the rest of my life, is to keep coming back to that safe and sacred place in myself, in my breath, in which I'm one with life, in which I love my life, which I can share in the world, sometimes without even saying anything, just walking in the street and meeting my eyes with the eyes of a homeless person. Maybe I cannot offer anything to at this moment, but I can always offer that look of namaste, that simple joy of being alive. So, it's been a lot of talking. Maybe we can do a little breathing. So, I want to do today actually a very simple way of breathing, breathe, love, and heal. So all the breathing is done through the nose. Breathe in through the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Breathe out through the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do it again with more ease. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold your breath. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Breathing out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now do it with love. Breathing in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold your breath. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Breathing out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now do it with the intention to heal and to be one with the breath. Breathing in. 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Notice if there is anything in your life right now. It could be something in the past or in anticipation about the future. Anything that makes you feel anxious, sad, or angry. Simply open your heart, breathe with breeze, and breathe loving kindness and compassion into the place in your body, around the chest, around the diaphragm, around your heart. Breathe out. Make space. Make space in your body, heart, and breath to hold, contain, and to accept your experience. By doing so, you fill your cracks with gold. And your golden scars, we celebrate the start as of HumanUp, breathe love. Fill your cracks with love, kindness, and appreciation. Celebrate your golden scars. Find out more about the breeze. Go to our website, thebreeze.com. Stay in touch. Have a wonderful day. Human up today. A little more. This is Samuel Jacob Richner, voice of the breeze, wishing you a day filled with joy, oxygen,